Shalom. We praise you, Abba, our Father. You are good. Your grace and your mercy endures forever, and that was your faithfulness. Praise you, Abba. You are good. Your grace and your mercy endures forever, and that was your faithfulness. Such a beautiful song, right, that they sing. So we're having a conversation, and with one of the brethren, shout out to Israeli Andre, one of the greatest fathers on the planet. And we're talking about the Elohim. So, what is El in Elohim? Stuff is simple. We're like drinking milk. Watered down milk at that. It's okay. It's a nice day outside. But what is the El, right? But the power, right? The El is the power. Elohim. Like, this is why Moshe, he said, well, okay, I see you and I hear you, and I receive these instructions and these people right here, but who am I gonna tell them that sent me? That was always kind of like, hold on, the big boy riding by. That was almost kind of like these people, 2 million supposedly, already strong, already believing in the God, already seeing his miraculous hand, already being delivered out of bondage in Egypt, already knowing through the testimonies of their ancestors, like they know, but yet they don't know his name. Who should I tell them that sent me? And then he tells them, we all know, Yod Hey Wad Hey. So, but before that, it was El, the power. Because this is how our, human brain, could understand him, the power. We have power of this is the power we create, that we harness, I should say, right here. And of course, the sun is shining. There's power. Like, they understood him as the creator of the power. But here's the thing about that, though, right? We must understand also that the Canaanites called their deity creating and man creating God El also. As a matter of fact, El itself is just simply a translation of God. Almost like some people would say, like LeBron James if you're young, or Michael Jordan if you're my age, is the god of basketball. Like, it's a generic term. El is a generic term. This is how they just understood the power. And this is why we can understand why someone can worship false gods, because they believe that this is where their power is coming from. So the Canaanites, right next door, the name of their deity, creating deity, their deity that created men and angels, the name of that God was El. So El does not make us special, y'all. But yeah, it's the name it does, right? And then now we understand what our ancestors understand even more so, I should say, what our ancestors were. The name is a strong tower, and the righteous run in and are saved. We understand Yahshua was given that name. We understand that every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that name. Elohim is not a name like those of us who are in the truth been understood that God ain't a name, right? But what is El? It's valid for us to understand that El means power. So where is our power coming from? What is truly, like, for one to say Yah and say these things, like, but where is your power really coming from? Do your power come from within? Or maybe you like me, who just really be riding out on gifts half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like really riding out on your gifts, thinking you riding out on the spirit, but really you just being bound the gifts he give you that he don't take back. That's a tough one, because that sucker deceptive. And you normally learn it when you get your ass whipped by the Most High. Remind you, yeah, you got them gifts, but you ain't nothing without my power. And that's how we can understand, are we really tapping into his power? Why? Because always, we should know a tree by the fruit that it bear, right? So what power are we tapping into? Are we tapping into the power of hurt and pain and regret? Because that is power. Are we tapping into the power of lust and lasciviousness and pervertedness? I just love to tap into that power, right? Because that's the power. Are we tapping? Hold on, another big boy going by. Oh, two of them. Are we tapping into what power are we tapping into? And generally, you'll know if you're tapping into the power of Yah, or the fruit that you bear. Because the fruit that we bear, like, they die soon, they wither up. We walk in our own power. Because as it is written, not by power, nor by might, but by the Ruach, by the Spirit. And can't see the Spirit. Let those who have ears hear. Shalom.